The gentlelady from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Thank you. I move to strike the last word.
Gentlelady is recognized.
As several of my colleagues here have noted, this resolution to hold a private citizen in contempt of Congress is a waste of the American people's time and our taxpayer dollars. But the truth is, this hearing is, again, a sham. If our colleagues across the aisle genuinely wanted to develop legislation to improve the executive branch's handling of classified materials, then there is much more fertile ground for investigation, which they have thus far ignored. I'm talking, of course, about the gross mishandling of sensitive documents by the twice impeached former president, who has actually been indicted for his failure to secure and his willful failure to return classified documents. Concerningly, as we saw again just this week in court filings, he kept some of our nation's most sensitive secrets in unsecured areas of his golf club, mixed among discarded Christmas decorations, golf shirts, newspaper clippings, and soda bottles. But that's, of course, not what Mr. Trump's allies here are focusing on. Instead, House Republicans have wasted a year and a half of the American people's time on a vengeful, politically motivated stunt. A year and a half of investigations, depositions, written testimony, and hundreds of thousands of pages of documents, with none of it turning up any evidence of impeachable offenses by President Biden or his administration. In fact, their star witnesses and supposed bombshell disclosures have been repeatedly debunked, discredited, and disavowed. They've conclusively proven what the world knows, that the current president has not committed impeachable acts. Now, instead of cutting their losses, they continue to double down with increasingly desperate measures like this one, shamelessly bowing to the former president's calls for retribution against his political rivals in a desperate attempt to distract from his felony convictions and prop up his re-election campaign. Faced with failure after failure in their investigations, in their legislative agenda, and in their ability to actually deliver for the American people, House Republicans are now stooping to new lows. As several of my colleagues have mentioned already, the appropriate remedy here, if they were serious, would be to engage with the administration. But instead, they're choosing to wield congressional power to try to intimidate a private citizen. It's outrageous, it's not legitimate oversight, and it's not what our government is supposed to be used for. I deeply oppose this misleading, partisan, and disingenuous effort to weaponize the Judiciary Committee's oversight authority. And I would yield back.
Lady yields back. The gentleman from